Hey heroes, Cole's here. I'm finishing up a Dragon Tower run. I was hoping to get it done before the stream, but I'm going to finish it up on stream. It is a butt clencher. So I am down to no Warlord, no Werebeast after some fat finger fails. And it's going to be a close one on whether or not I can finish this Dragon Tower out. So I'm going to try and plow through it right now. I have like 6 floors to go, but again, like I'm at the bottom of my roster here. I mean, I have a lot of heroes alive, but I've had some very untimely deaths. So I've not been playing well this morning. I'm going to give it a shot, though, and see if I can finish it out before I start the stream up. So let's go here. It's going to be a fun video editing project after this, like combining the pre-stream with the post-stream. Let's see. This is 3,500, so I'm looking for something with damage. Let's see if it can do me good. I'm just going to honestly try and, like, I'm just trying to live at this point. So if I can use 2 or 3 heroes here to like clear out these floors, I'll be happy. But it's going to be dicey. Hey, Tony. So I'm finishing up Dragon's Tower because I was doing it before the stream and I managed to kill Werebeast and Warlord. So I got a dicey situation here. I'm trying to think through how to finish for the last remaining floors. So we got a bit of a buck clencher. It's going to be all about damage at this point. I just don't know. I'm doing Dragon's Tower 35. I managed to fat finger my Werebeast to death, like instantaneously, just ran him into a whole flock of seagulls kind of concept. So I'm hoping here that I can figure out some other hero that'll let me just like, I need to like use several heroes ideally to just clear through some floors here. If I can get one hero to do like 2 heroes per floor is my goal, because I am not in a good spot. So if I can live up here. Oracle is actually doing work. If I can get a couple levels here, I'll take it. All I have is Nutcracker left and Shield Warden for like heroes that I'm fairly confident cannot like instantly die. So anything I can get out of these other heroes is going to be big. Right. Oracle is just like doing like any kind of work here. So everyone that's like coming into the chat as we go, I'm finishing up the last 4 or 5 floors of Dragon's Tower. I meant to do this before the stream, but I had a really, really poor run. And Werebeast and Warlord are both dead. So I am trying to eke it out here with like the rest of the roster. I'd still have Nutcracker, who's been like my closer so far. Like ideally, here Oracle gets me a couple more levels. Ideally, she didn't. But then I have Nutcracker to close it out. But that's like all I got. So I'm not in a good spot. If this goes longer than like 10, 15 minutes, I'll probably stop doing it. Unless you guys want to watch me try and eke this one out. But it's not pretty. Who do I want at this point? I need something with a slow. Oof. All right, I have... Let's go Void Raven. This guy's been a beast recently. Void Raven's been like beasting up on a boss brawl. So hopefully she can do some work here. I do have Ice Wand. I really want Armor Tome at this point. I'm in a dicey situation. All my good heroes are dead, except for Shield Warden and Nutcracker. So it's gonna be spicy these last like 5, 6 floors. But I've been pleasantly surprised with Void Raven and Boss Brawl, like better than Assassin level damage. So if I can do some like fancy hiding here, it'd be great. Her problem, she doesn't have any disruption. So, all right, crap. Elites are my big. All right, Armor Tome is big. Die. Nice. I've been having so much trouble having elites explode. It's nice to get the one to like just work their first instance here. But Void Raven's actually doing. She's dealing the deeps. Good for her. I say that as a big horde swarm comes, but all right, I need this. Scrap Hammer is huge. If I can grab it, I don't grab it. So don't hate. I've been playing Fire Orbs in this like as out of desperation here. It applies so much vulnerability so quickly, and I need like any small damage amp I can get. And again, I'm going Life Tome here just for the evolution into Frost Nova. I'm in a bad spot, guys. So I am like really trying to break out like any kind of like weird concepts I can to try and survive through this with like my second tier heroes. So I'm going to be playing some weird stuff. fire. Like I've been having a lot of success so far with fire orbs, just applying massive amounts of vulnerability quickly. Because like that's how I'm damage amping. Although Void Raven, man. So this is a 4-star Void Raven. She's putting in work. I'm on DT 35. Again, my plan was not to do DT, but I got caught up in this run prior to the stream, and now I like can't leave. I'm too invested. I don't have Werebeast, which is my fault, and I don't have Warlord, so I'm not in a good spot. But I do have Nutcracker, and I've got some faith in him in order to like close things out. And then I'm saving Shield Warden is the other one. If she could clear this floor, it would be awesome. If I can clear any floor with a hero, I'm in like that's what I'm shooting for. Can we not die? Ugh. Come on, Void Raven, you're better than that. Or I mean, like I'm better than that. But Nutcracker's like my last remaining hope. You can see here, like the featured hero boost at half health. He's like doing a ton of damage. So I have him for closing out floors, but that's about it. So my plan is roughly like survive to the end of a floor as best I can and then pull. Hey everyone for joining. Again, I will get to doing the Bulwark review, but I got caught up in like a really interesting run of Dragon's Tower. You can see that all my heroes are dead. So Werebeast died an unfortunate death. Warlord died. So I'm trying to eke this one out now with like the remaining cast of characters. What are we doing here? 3,500 again? Let's go Monk. Again, if I can get a floor out of these guys is what I'm going for. Ideally 2 would be awesome, but I'll take a floor at this point. I have figured out kiting a little bit. There is like a little bit to like if you can get the horde like going up and down in a circle here with like a smiley face kind of kite, sometimes it works. Man, like getting one horde on me is not great. I just need Monk to kill something here. Like just not insta die, please. Would be awesome. All right, that's big. Got a pushback. This is not very exciting gameplay. It's butt clenching because like I'm close to death the entire time, but it's mostly just like hang out in a corner, try not to die as best I can. I don't think going up was the right play. I need Ice Wand. This is where Ranger. All right, Ranger chest didn't get me there, but oof. All right, I'm not dead. This is max DPS time. Bright side of things, still not killing anything. All right, nice pressure wave. Give me a level, bud. All right, didn't give me a level, bud. I still don't feel comfortable enough to bring in. So Nutcracker right now and Shield Warden are my only 2 like outs. So I'm not taking them. I'm not going to them quite yet. Let's see. I do have Armor Tome. I'm looking for Ice Wand, right? Okay, Scrap Hammer. I'm just going to settle for. I'll take it. It's not. I would prefer to have Ice Wand, but you take what you can get at this point. I don't want to greed too hard. Leprechaun does an immense amount of damage. If you can keep these things off of you, he will pot of gold them to death, which is nice. All right. All right, I got a chance now. I'm set up pretty well. Like I should be able to have Nutcracker come in. It's going to be cutting elites. Ooh, an elite just got pot of golded. I'll take that. My lucky charms. I almost want to turn on take visibility mode off so I can see what I'm doing. Did I get Ranger chest reshuffles? I think after I died, the next hero comes in and gets more Ranger chest options. Could that be true? Could be true. All right, I want damage tome. So I learned from hacks this week that loose grip can actually top your charts because you're going to be hitting nice pot of gold. Because you're going to be having so many hordes just on you, loose grip is just constantly hitting things and is actually really, really strong. I'm also going for upgraded slingshot here. So everyone else that's just tuning in, I am going to get the Bulwark, but I was in the middle of an awful yet interesting Dragon's Tower run, so I want to finish it up. I'm on like floor 15 and Werebeast and Warlord are dead. So I'm on the second class of heroes here. I have Nutcracker still as my ace in the hole, and I have Shield Warden. But I fat-fingered Werebeast, so he kind of insta-died a couple chapters back. Wasn't pretty. But I'll take, so any hero that can clear a floor is great, and Leprechaun got through the hard part, and now he's doing some work. So I actually don't like how he's bunching them up over there, but that's life. I'm going to go Poison Darts. Just get more status effect. I seem to have enough damage. Man, my ultimate's actually like spinning them into me, which is not what I want. You can see Scrap Hammer doing work. Like all those little pushbacks of Scrap Hammer. Like it's the difference between being alive and not alive. What's flashing red? I think it's these guys swirling into me, right? This is like 4 horde at a time dying. Pot of Gold is doing work though. Can we die faster, team? Hey Riverwind. Hey guys. Thanks for joining. Again, I'm gonna get the Bulwark, but I'm in the end of a really, really interesting Dragon Tower run, so I'm just finishing it up. I don't have any good heroes left. So this is like using all my tricks in the book. This is not particularly exciting gameplay, but it is interesting. So that's 15. I got 5 floors left. These are like taking 5 minutes a floor. Ugh. Unstoppable. What are we doing here? Slow resist? No, that's not what I want. I don't want any of these resistances. I really like Leppy there. If I can get some levels into him early from somebody else, it would be great. Let's see if Tinkerer can do me good. Yeah, 5-star Scrap Hammer is big. It's a 1-point wonder. You stick a point in it, and it just does so much work. Tinkerer's got to like live through this initial onslaught. Please, dude. Please don't die. All right, Gatling gun. Low health, max damage. Yeah, you got me. All right, my slow wore off. All right, pretty good start here. I got some levels. That's good. If I can get this ultimate to proc again before he dies. All right. Can we Armor Tome me? Armor Tome, Ice Wand. Armor Tome, Ice Wand. Armor Tome, nice. All right, so I'm in a pretty good setup. I can at least bring, I know I can bring Leppy in here and do pretty well. Come on, buddy. Gatling gun your way out of this thing. Boom, 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 boom. All right, slows back up. The issue is when the elite spawns, I'm not gonna have a good time over here. I need Ice Wand. Ooh, Area Tome. You got me? You got me, Evo? Come on, Tinkerer. Tinker your way out of this one, bro. Gatling gun. Ah! All right, let's 100%, right? We're gonna insta-gib this. You know, we're gonna insta-gib this elite, right? Blow up. Nope. Nope. All right, I'm gonna try and go Leppy here. This is the regular account right now, and I had Werebeast meet an untimely death and Warlord meet an untimely death. So I have like 4 floors to go with like the second class of heroes. So I'm trying to finish this one out before I do the Bulwark review. I'm going to try and go a little bit faster because this is going to be like kind of boring to watch. You basically just stand in the corner this second and pray. I'm like corner and pray. Is there a name for this? But I'm in a bad spot. I need Ice Wand. Boar is not bad. I want to get back in that corner. I want to live in the corner. Ooh, I got Pot of Golded. Man. I'll tell you what, that Pot of Gold, when it pots, is gold. I need to get like really, really lucky on that Pot of Gold right now. Pot of Gold. Damn. All right, so like I'm stuck on Nutcracker right now. I am not on the God account. I am very much on my regular account playing and finishing up a Dragon Tower run that was not going according to plan. I was trying to record the whole thing before the stream started, but I accidentally was trying to like push a button and had Werebeast decide to run into a huge mob of Horde, and so I am at this point just trying to survive. Nutcracker is the best hero I got right now, just as reference. So if he dies, it's not looking good for the last the last 4 floors. But he's been my closer so far. He's trying to be the MVP we always knew he could be. I've been trying to figure out like any little kiting help that I can do here, besides the fact that it's just like standing in the corner. This is going to sound silly, but I've been doing a lot of fire orbs and having good luck with it. And I think I'm going to do Arcane Staff into Duration Tome. Again, this is like not how I draw it up. This is trying to experiment in real time to not die. I really need Duration Tome here. Okay, I didn't get Ice Wand, which is like super bad, but we'll see how this goes. I'm hoping. All right, we're going to clear it. Nice. Yeah, so I'm on floor 16. Nutcracker's my MVP. Trying to survive. My Bulwark isn't evolved. Isn't forged up. And so I don't get the shield benefit from it. And I don't think it'll do enough damage. That's my thinking here. The chicken hero. I can do the Easter guy on the other account. I will run like an actual like real Bulwark review after this. So just give me a second here. All right, another 3,500. Do we think that Lionheart can do some work? Do I have Lionheart skilled up? All right, I do. I got him at 3 and 3. Let's see if I can use him. Let's see if he can clear out the beginning here. I'm just looking for any heroes that can survive this initial onslaught. I also learned from watching Hacks and 302 this week that like right at the beginning there, running to the corner is actually pretty big. I had not been doing that previously, but like establishing your corner early can really help you. And again, I'm just trying to get this guy to like kill some stuff before he dies. Come on, buddy. Level me up. Level up, bro. Use your power of the sun god into Ice Wand. Ice Wand Armor Tome. Ice Wand Armor Tome. Crap. All right. Ice Wand Armor Tome. Ooh, man, he's spinning. So this is the one thing too that's come up as I've been talking to myself for the last hour. This is actually the best time to like have your hero at. If you can keep your hero at like 10% health, they get massive damage amps. So this is like his time to shine. You're never dead until you're dead. And in this instance, being this close to death is actually kind of valuable. Or I really need some disruption. Because he's going to just have like, he's going to be doing 2 times as much damage. And 90% health with that talent. So you can see here, he's actually clearing out Horde, which is huge. So he's not dead until he's dead. And I'm not gonna like, the only issue is I have so little health that like kiting these elites is gonna be the problem. If I can get lucky on a Night Ring explosion, it'll be big. But otherwise, these elites will eventually kill him because there's just no way I can kite in this area well enough. Didn't get it there. I also have to be like really tricky with it too, because if I stand too long after it explodes, then I'm going to take damage and I'm going to die. So it's a little bit of a... Oh, no. Those guys should not have spawned out of the wall there on the left-hand side. It's not what I want. All right. I think I'm going Ice Wand here. If I can keep this dude alive, it's not going to be from getting hit. It's going to be from just killing things. So my thought there is Ice Wand into level up into Armor Tome now would be great. Blow up. Yes. That was huge. All right, I got 2 more guys to kite out. Let me back in my corner, team. Damage Tome. Let's just plow our way through here. Come on, Lionheart. Find it in you. I don't remember the name of your ultimate. The old god, the farmer gods, the lion gods, lion strength. Channel it, buddy. Be the lion you were always meant to be. All right, that didn't work. Do your forefathers proud. All right, I'm taking Spiky Boar. I'm pretty sure the next level up, I'm guaranteed Armor Tome. I'm pretty sure. I'm not quite guaranteed. I have 2 tome spots left. Come on, dude. 500 Horde. You can do this. Level up. Yeah. All right. Sweet. Die. All right. They didn't die. I actually want projectile speed. Scrap hammer for the win. Come on, Lionheart. Come on, dude. Live. Nice. You got it, dude. 100. 80. 70. Live. Nice. Boom. Woo. Woohoo. That was big. All right. Let's see. Did I miss anything? Shaman. I'm gonna use Shaman. I got 3 floors to go. Okay. I have 18, 19, 20, and I have a lot of heroes left, right? So if I can live, like, if it takes me 5 heroes per floor, I'm still gonna be okay. It's just the beginning part here. So like, who can open for me? Here, I got an idea here. This is like strictly probably not the best idea, but it's an idea. What if we do this? 140. Yeah. You see what I'm thinking? You guys on board? Let's just turn this guy into like Super Saiyan. Oh, so I'm gonna stop there. I'm gonna say, hopefully I get Warlord up to 5-star level, so I can't go like completely nuts. But let's see if you can save the day today. And then let's faction camp. I really wish the frigging Slime Sage would just give you. All right, that's set up right? If Slime Sage gave me armor, it would be so nice instead of whatever the garbage thing he's giving me here. But I really just leveled this guy up to see if I can clear floor out. I just spent all those resources to get Energy Mage to basically just beat this floor for me. Hopefully the next one. But he's just got to kill stuff right now. Come on, bro. All right, he's unleashing. He's unleashing with Ice Wand. He's unleashing with Fire Orbs. Come on, dude. You're at Super Saiyan mode. All right, Scrap Hammer. I need to get back in that corner, please. Can that one guy next to me die? All right, we're in the corner. Scrap is scrapping. We're spinning. Why are they spawning over there? Stop spawning in the corner, guys. Come on, team. Let me. All right. All right. All the extra little skills and life paid off. Hopefully. Ice Wand. Nice. Okay, well, at least Nutcracker can come in here and be strong. Okay, so how do I kill this elite? I guess I want Armor Tome at this point. I'm having no trouble killing the things that are spawning, so it's just, how do I live through this next time the elite hits me? So Armor Tome into Life Tome. Hopefully I can kite these elites. No, don't spawn. Oh. All right, triple dog death here, right? Are we ready for it? All the elites die at once. Boom! Boom! All right, 2 down. Original guy to go. But that was huge. That Night Ring, that's why you take Night Ring. In a nutshell. Ah! All right. Give me a level up. All right, meet your match, buddy. No! I'm pretty sure if I can blow this elite up, I win. So that would be nice. It's actually kind of sad. I just leveled this guy up to 140 and put his skills to 4, and he can like barely. He's barely surviving with enough damage. And he's like not an like I thought maybe he wouldn't be awful here because he hits so many hordes so quickly with his bouncing projectiles. But it's just that beginning of the floor is just like really hard. All right, let me beat this guy. He's still alive to see another floor. Unless I mess this kite job up, but should be good. Ooh, guys, this is coming down. Honestly thought all hope was lost. I lost Werebeast and Warlord at like floor 8. So, woo. Getting some lucky rolls here, but. All right, 1500. So this one's mostly about surviving until the end. I kind of don't want to bring in Shield Warden right away. I mean, to be fair, I have so many heroes left that like I should be able to brute force, like, you know, spend 5 heroes per floor and still beat it. Ideally. Like if all else fails, I can just be bad and like do that. Okay, I have noticed, like, right, you see that little room for kiting I had there? Like, this is the one kite pattern I think might work. Is this, like, you, right? This smiley face, like, up, like, frowny face. Also, apparently I go up to the top every time. I don't know where you guys go, but I'm always going up top. All right, I have one more shield left. I'm going to try and use that. Can I get a level, please? Thank you. All right. Well, this is a good start. These orange slimes, man. They are not anyone's idea of a good time. What hit me there? I evaded everything. Did I like walk in the fire? That was crap. Hopefully I get to the point now with this floor at least that I can just use Shield Warden as the closer. Ooh. Can we kill anything, buddy? I guess all I have is Armor Tome so far. All right. He's not doing any kind of damage, but just play the long and slow game. Oh crap, that's fire. That was called running for your life in the straight direction, hoping for the best. No skill involved. Christ. There's so much crap. Just like things. I mean, so the one thing that we've noticed here, right, is like if you give the elite drake some room, it gives you more room to kite, right? Like the farther they charge, the more room you have to kite and work with. So that's nice. All right, that was the second special stage. Is there another one coming? Oh crap! All right. I kind of want to try Nutcracker here. My thought being, I have Armor Tome, and I need to live through this part right now. And he's the one that's got enough damage to live through this respawn. Considering I don't have like any experience. And I have very little damage. Like I don't have any damage items. Man, I really need Ice Wand here, right? Do I go damage or Ice Wand? I think I go Ice Wand, right? Damn. All right, buddy, do your thing. All right, level up is nice. Gosh, this is not the RNG I came for. So this is just Nutcracker nutting up at this point. And I'm just trying to out-damage everything as best I can. Can we level? Level, buddy? Thank you. All right, he's going to live. All right, we made it. We've made it to the last floor, my friends. 30 minutes overdue, but here we go. Okay. So this is just a pure damage floor. Let's see if our boy's got any love. Do I have any skills in him? Oh, I got Grave. This Grave Scraper guy, I think is gonna be really good. Playing with him the last couple weeks. All right, cool. He's leveled up. I think Grave Scraper 5-star Forge, like level 4, is gonna be really, really strong. That adventure hero. I need to play around. He gets a slow, right? So that green dude is slowing people right now. That aura slows, yeah. I don't know if it's gonna work or not, but we'll give it a shot. He needs to kill some Horde. I'm pretty sure that aura is slow, so I gotta keep everyone in the aura as best I can. All right, level up. Nice, Ice Wand. Come on, Puppeteer. What is that guy doing? Get out of the wall, bro. Get in the fight. Get in the fight. What are you on the wall for? Get out of the wall. Dude. Thank you. No. Thank you. All right, I don't think he's going to have enough damage, but we'll see. Level up. Okay. Feeling better. This feels good. Oh. Feels less good. I think this aura is doing work. I can't tell. Yuck. Let's see. She's buffed, right? Right? She's buffed. Mori, you're telling me she's going to work? What does she evolve off of now? Ice Wand? I mean, armor, Health Tome? All right. Protect me. Beasts. Okay. Is she doing damage? I can't tell. Are things dying? 47, 43, 32. Things are dying. Honestly, Spirit Shaman's not that bad in Nightmare mode. Like, if you don't have a ton of other options, the fact that she gets, like, regen. All right, this needs to explode on these guys right now. Explode in their face, bud. Nope. Isn't awful. And then the fact that these wolves will take aggro and they come to you when you're hit is also nice. So, like, I can't tell. I don't think anything's dying right now, but at least I'm not dying until I start dying. Yeah, I'm pretty sure she's not killing anything, right? Kill, what, like 100 Horde here? I have Shield Warden still. Who else do I have? What's actually going to kill something? Crystalmancer will, if I can get her to proc her. Actually, let's go Trapper. This is floor 20. Got 2,000 Horde to kill. I have a pretty good setup. They just got to start dying. Which, unfortunately... See now. Okay. You gonna have the damage, boss? Let's see. I'm looking for damage at this point. I'm gonna go Arcane Staff into Duration Tome and just, like, hope that I can kill enough Horde that way. Spin, spin, spin. Right. These traps are only going to hit Horde now, right? If I'm like wedged here, no matter what trap he throws, it's going to hit something, right? Except for that, except for this explosion trap. Really? You throw it there, guy? Dude. Honestly? That's where you throw your explosion trap? Ugh. All right. I think I actually kind of like Life Tome here if I can get another level. There's like an inch in which you can throw this trap and it won't hit something, and you manage to throw it there. Come on, bro. Level up, dude. You've been killing Horde. Like, this is doable. I really don't want to respawn. How much health do I have? I've got like 0 health. Come on, buddy. 7 seconds to ultimate on my Basilisk. 2, 1. All right. Can we level up? My dude. Stop throwing things there. Aim a little better. Hello. Please, buddy. There's 2 explosive traps doing nothing. Explode! Come on! All right, I got Basilisk up again. It's been 10 seconds. Oh my gosh! This is like 2 Horde at a time dying. Give me some experience! I do have like all these traps ready to go for them if they ever get over here. All right, buddy. 10 HP Trapper. 10 we did it. This run was awful. This was the worst of times and the best of times. Oh my gosh. What did Trapper do? Look at Basilisk doing all the work. Oh, I can breathe again. I haven't breathed in 45 minutes. Oh. Alrighty. That was 35 down. That was I'll have the whole video edited at one point. That was a travesty against humanity. That run was not good. But survived. That's all that matters at the end of the day. All right, guys. Whew. So that was a thrilling conclusion to the end of Dragon Tower 35, in which I lost Werebeast and Warlord around floor 8 and managed to escape my way through with 17 deaths. So I'll take it. Hey, look at iMac up there up top. Hey, dude. He did it the right way, where you use Werebeast and you don't instantly die on floor 8. So, okay. So the goal now is I'm going to move over to doing a Bulwark review. Bulwark, in my opinion, is the best thing you can get from Dragon's Tower. It is a great weapon as soon as you get it unforged, and then we're going to look at it fully forged. To give you a sense here, I don't think there's anything I can do real quick. This is like my regular account. I'm trying to think if there's a way to just demonstrate like what it does. I already did Boss Brawl, unfortunately. But Bulwark unforged for me does like the second most damage in Boss Brawl behind Borer. And that's because when you stand on the boss, you can get all 3 of the Bulwark's weapons to hit the boss, kind of like Quad Strike with Warlord. So a win there. But then at 5-star Forge is when it starts getting a shield. So let me try and log out of here. It's always fun. I'm going to sync this first. Sign out. I think what I have to do is close out of this, get back into it. And now if I magically push the button, probably like shouldn't show you this, but whatever. Don't spam me. All right, I'm in. I think I just doxed myself a little bit. Whatever. All right, we are now fully into the. Man, it's been 20 days. Crazy. Am I still in my guild? What guild did I join last time? No, they kicked me out. That's lame. Okay, so today on the world of, oh my gosh, every time you see it, every time you like load in and you see 12 different, you see everything gem level 12, it's nuts. Or jewel level 12. Like I have like 2 10s I'm excited about, but 12s are nuts. Okay, so Bulwark. Let's see, collection. I've never done like a full weapon review before, so I'll give this a shot kind of in real time. So with weapons, the first thing you want to look at is what type of damage it is. So you can see up top here, it's physical damage, which is important to know if like in hard mode arena or in any time there's a curse that impacts physical projectiles, you want to be aware of what type of weapon damage it does. So physical here, and then Awaken Bulwark. Let's see. The shields occasionally charge and release devastating bursts that deal bonus damage. So basically, just getting a damage boost with the Evo. It evolves off of Damage Tome is important to look out here. Damage Tome is super core to basically every build in the game, and so you won't have any issue evolving it as you go into the game. And then it's a matter of looking at forge options here. So typically early in the game, area of effect can be more valuable than straight damage because you don't have a lot of damage to multiply against. And it also depends on the game mode. So game modes where you have to hit a lot of horde once, you want more area of effect, and game modes where you have to hit fewer horde but more often, like in Dragon's Tower, like we were just doing, then damage is typically better. That's the way you mentally think about it. These are probably about the same. Again, in like boss brawl, though, since there's only one horde, you want to go more damage. Level 2, you get pushback or cooldown. Okay, interesting. So this has pushback built into it. I didn't realize that. Does it say? Okay, so it's sending them reeling. So it says a towering shield, obsidian dragonhide that bashes enemies, sending them reeling. Sending them reeling apparently means that it pushes it back. So pushback is probably more valuable in any game mode where you need to survive longer. And cooldown's good early in the game. It's really bad late in the game. This thing doesn't have its own internal cooldown from what I can tell. So I imagine that heavy impact here is the way to go most of the time. Earlier in the game, you want to go Draconic Surge until you have cooldown capped. 1.05 times the damage is one of the top 5-10 globals in the game. So it's a really nice global there. All right, this is the 4-star. At the base level, damaged enemies have a 100% chance to be burning. Okay, that's great. So this would be a source of burning. So really good in boss brawl when you want to apply burning, and in other game modes, and it applies to the base. So we have to verify that that's true, that the base weapon before evolution applies burning, but that's really big. And then it gets really fun up here at 5-star Forge. Full Guard gives the Bulwark... Charge Bulwark hits generate 5% shield, up to a total of 100% shield. So every 5 seconds, you get a 5% of your shield. So times 20 is 100 seconds. So it takes about 2 minutes to fully charge. But that's where you'll gain a ton of value in something like Dragon's Tower. Or probably to a lesser extent in Nightmare mode. I think that's more of a Dragon's Tower play, honestly. Versus Ember Resonance. Instead of choosing a random shield, charge all Bulwarks at the same time, increasing cooldown by 8 seconds. Instead of choosing a random shield, charge all... Okay, so this is from Awaken Bulwark. Randomly charges 1 shield. Now it charges all 3. So that'll be a nice boost in DPS to generally, but also in boss brawl. So pretty cool here. This is a nice option. So what you want to see in Forges generally is an option that makes sense based on the game mode. So you have choices here. You can go Full Guard if you want to play defensive and Ember Resonance, or if you want to play offensive. Honestly, the same thing here. These are both defensive and offensive. And then down here is kind of just like pick and choose. I think probably early in the game area effect, later in the game damage. Be my kind of quick take on that. But the really nice thing about Bulwark, I know from personal experience on my basic account, is that having it unforged still makes it really strong. So it's kind of weapon like you can just grab, particularly like early in the game if you don't have any other special weapons, and invest in it, and it'll really pay off long term and immediately, which is nice. Not every weapon has that benefit of like immediately being great and then being great later. So, let's see here. If there's anything, if I'm missing anything in the comments, feel free to ask me any questions generally about the game too. I don't think this review is going to take all that long. It's not like a hero where there's like kind of like things to look at, like multiple depths. So if you have any other questions too about any other like the new heroes that are coming out, happy to talk about those too. So feel free to ask away. I think what I want to do now is just go into try mode real quick, and I need to make sure that the burning happens on the base weapon because that'll be really big. And then we can get a sense of like how fast this full guard charges up. So I'll bring Grave Scraper. And then I want to go, I guess I have so many gems I can just like go here in theory and do it, but I'll go into try mode. So I should open up the questions to everybody but Dirk. I think that's going to be my next play here. All right, let's see. What do I want here? I got to find more. I don't have any financial advice. Don't listen to my financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. All right, crap. I can't tell if this thing is burning here. And that's not going to help either. So let's get out of here. I'm going to disable my pets too, just so I don't have to like look at Blaze Tail. Do that. And let's load in here. So I'm going to use gems to reshuffle. Never use gems to reshuffle. First rule of Heroes vs. Hordes is don't do this. I wonder how many gems I could spend. Do I have every weapon selected? I just spent like 1,000 gems. Never do that. That feels awful. God, even doing it for fun. All right, let's see. 3, 6, 9. Okay, I only have 11 selected. Come on, Bulwark. I can't even bring myself in this instance to like go and keep reshuffling. Just feels too bad. I'm gonna. So one little tip here on like forcing items. If you like get all of your tomes filled out, then it won't. Right there, finally. It won't give you any other tome options. Like you can stop like wasting spaces on tomes. Now, can I tell if this thing is going to apply burning, please? Are they just instant dying? No, they're just instant dying. God damn it. Let's do this. Can I go into boss brawl? Am I allowed to play? Oop. I guess I'm maybe not allowed to play boss brawl. I did it that one time. I've done it a couple times actually. Okay, not today. Nightmare mode then. The game really doesn't want me to have Bulwark, not just insta-gibbing. All right, that'd be bleed. All right, sweet. All right, now is this going to apply burning? Is everything just dying still? Stop just dying, team. Maybe I take off all of my armor and just go in here naked. I don't see it causing burning right now. Like I'm watching it shoot north and I don't see it burning. Should I die? So I don't know if that reads right. It's supposed to do burning pre-evolution. I'm like literally just looking at the north side of the screen here. Yeah. No, I don't think it's applying burning. Oh, no, it is. Okay, they are burning. Oh, yeah, there it is. Okay, that's a very, very unreliable source of burning in a game mode like this, right, where I'm trying to like get things to apply burning to a lot of different horde. It is applying it, but it's got such a narrow arc that it's not reliably doing it to like the whole screen. And he's also attacked so slowly that it's not doing much work here. Okay, I also don't know how people play with visibility mode off. Like, oh my god. But look at Grave Scraper. Like this ultimate is so much fun. Having these guys just like do their thing, do their little like spitting dance. We learned last time that the spitting is the way to go. You want the spitting plants because otherwise they don't hit enough stuff. But once they start rolling, they'll spit their way to victory. Like right now, right? He's actually doing a pretty substantial amount of damage. But the key is to get them to spit. Otherwise, they don't hit enough horde. I should be able to evolve Bulwark here in a second. And then we should be able to see the shield go. Right, so you don't get the shield generation until you evolve it, which isn't great for... So the same issue with Smoke Bomb, right, is that the shield generation doesn't happen until it's evolved. Now, getting Damage Tome is pretty core to your build, so like it's not as bad as getting Duration Tome. But for something like Dragon's Tower, waiting for it to evolve, as we just saw, can be like actually hard. So that's why Scrap Hammer is still better in those scenarios, is because you don't like want to wait for it to evolve. But let's take a real quick look at how this shield generates, which I think I have on, right? Oh, you can see them doing substantially more area of effect damage too when they shoot. Oh, he's got a shield. I think I lost it already, but the shield was there. He's blue, right? You can see that blue outline around him. So the shield works. That is a slow building shield. It's every 5 seconds you get 5%. So 5 times 20 is 100 seconds. We did this before. It's 140 seconds to build it all the way up. So it's like nice, right? That's 1% healing every second, essentially, is how I would think about it. 1% a second, which is basically like Warlord's Wide Swing. If you think of it that way, it's actually pretty solid, right? It's 1% healing every second that sticks in the form of a shield. So, I mean, it's nice. This is like not a mind-blowing. This is not like Werebeast level shielding where like it's super noticeable and like generates, or even Astral Mage. But if I speed this thing up, these plants are doing work. I'm telling you, Gravescraper's a pretty strong hero. Like, this one's obviously busted out of its mind, but I really like him. You're going to need at least a 2-star forge to get spitting plants, but with the spitting plants, he's actually pretty strong. Okay. So, I mean, that shield is building, but, like, right, think of it more as just, like, background healing. More so than, like a shield is going to save your life. So, I don't know if it's even worth it, right? I mean, like, every little percentage point helps in Dragon's Tower, but isn't, like, going to be game-changing on the shielding side. It's still generating for me. All right, so we confirmed that the flame does apply burning pre-evo, post-evo. I don't know why I'm clicking those out of habit. It does build your shield, but very slowly. And then I would like to see like the impact of damage on this, but I don't know how to look at that exactly. And this is going to be really big for boss brawl, assuming you can get it to land at the right time. Increase the cooldown by 8 seconds. 8 seconds is a huge cooldown in Heroes vs. Hordes. Does that mean it just doesn't attack? Let's check this out real quick. Yeah, I guess the one issue with doing weapon reviews is just like there's like really not much to them besides like their forge other than that, like, right, it's just like a weapon. We checked out the global already. The global was pretty solid. I have to slow this down for a second so I don't like insta die. I really like, honestly, Grave Scraper is pretty cool. That's kind of my bigger takeaway here is that I gotta play this hero more. All right, I need Damage Tome in order to evolve this thing. And then I'll turn Visibility Mode on so we can see it do its... God, it feels so bad doing this. Thank you. Armor Tome? Ooh, I'm dead. All right, so in theory, all three of these things are going to shoot at once every 8 seconds. Is that how I'm reading this right? 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Okay, so they all get empowered, right? Because I just turned blue here. So now they're all empowered for a certain amount of time. Let's see how long. Started around like 15 seconds. So for 8 seconds, they get empowered, and then they're off for 2 seconds. And then they come back online. Okay, 57 seconds right now, it's off. 54, it's on. So it's like 54, it's on. It's gonna be like 46, it's off. Okay, so for 8 seconds, they get empowered. And then it has a 4-second cooldown, and then they get empowered again. And in theory, when they're all red like this, they're doing extra damage. So what you want to be able to do, ideally, is to get those empowered bulwarks like on the boss, wherever your primary target is, like when they're doing this. And you should have enough time during Revive Rage and Boss Brawl so that they should be hitting. Okay. So that makes sense. And then apparently it's going to be doing a much more damage when all three of them are awakened instead of just one. So I consider this to be mostly like a boss brawl weapon. And I guess that's why I'm so hyped about it. It's like a big high damage boss brawl weapon. And in regular and hard mode, when these things shoot much faster, they'll take out a pretty substantial amount of the screen too. So it's a kind of weapon where like it's great to get it from an event or from a game mode, and then you can spend the resources over time to evolve it. And it's got a nice 3-star forge along the way. So I think like it's a nice little weapon design here. It's got good choices up and down the forge. It's useful as soon as you get it, and then now that I see it, like I get the concept of how it'll be doing more damage later. The 5-star forge though is more sexy and exciting for the shield. That damage amp looks nice, but it just kind of falls kind of dry. So, oh hey Paradox, thanks for the super, appreciate it, dude. Yes, please like and subscribe. Teddy would always like me to tell you guys to please like and subscribe. He just filmed a video by accident. We were reading a book last night, Bob's books, which are great. He's like 5 years old, and it has language that's all for 5-year-olds. And he like recorded a video by himself. He's like, "Hey guys, welcome to Teddy's World. I'm going to read a book today." So he hasn't, and 100% never let your kids watch YouTube. We learned this the hard way with our first guy. But Teddy's seen like some episodes of like Turbo Toy Time and Ryan's World. That stuff is so bad for their brains. You want to keep your kids as far away from YouTube as you can. Like stick to like scripted programming on Netflix or Disney. That's my parenting advice for you. Yeah, stay away from YouTube for kids. Does it stack with Shield Warden? Let's try. Good question. Thanks, Paula. Let me give me that a shot. Let's see. Shield Warden. So with Shield Warden Shield. Ooh, that's a cool skin. It'll be cool when the new skins come into the game. I wonder if anybody will buy them. Apparently, the Avatar crossover did well, because my guess is that next special event that's coming in like a week is going to be another crossover. Because that's what they did last time. It was like special event, question mark, and it ended up being the avatars. Where the heck is Shield Warden? I've got too many heroes. Special. And then let me make sure that he's got a really cool forge too. This Shield Warden forge is phenomenal. Coming soon. It's here. It's not coming soon. It's already here. Let's see. Reduce shield value by 20%. Nope. Yes, please. Okay. No, I didn't switch over to him. I did. Okay. Oh, wait, crap. Let me, okay. So I got to get Bulwark, and I got to put on the shield, and we'll see if it goes past 50%. Thanks, bud. Appreciate it. Have a good sleep. Let's see. Bulwark. Let's get this thing going full guard. See how this does. Right, so he starts at 50% shield. So we have to get above 50%. Run this fast. I guess I could have brought a pet for this time, but it's fine. Oh, I can also evolve Dagger of Dusk and Dagger of Dawn together for you guys. That's pretty fun. I got Twilight Blade when the event came out last time. It's actually pretty cool. I mean, so I'm pretty sure your max DPS in this game is to get Dagger of Dawn and Dagger of Dusk together and evolve them, so that it frees up another weapon slot. Because Dagger of Dusk and Dagger of Dawn evolve off of each other, you can actually get like 6 weapons technically. Now, like, I don't know if it nets out to 6 weapons worth of damage, but let's actually build this shield up. I think it's got to be like potentially the max damage build. It has to do something with Twilight Blade, just because of like how that interaction works. What am I gonna have for lunch? You guys have any thoughts on what I should eat for lunch? All right, almost evolved up. I don't know how I feel about Dagger of Dawn here, though. Like, it just makes it hard to see. Like, it's obviously a good weapon, but when I'm trying to kite, it's a little bit of a pain in the butt. All right, nice damage to him. Oh, I also learned yesterday that if you have Dagger of Dusk and like the quest for like most number of if you need to like kill a certain number of Horde with Dagger of Dusk and you evolve it into Twilight Blade, it counts towards Dagger of Dusk. All right, now I gotta not get hit. I'm pretty sure this shield is building on top. Damn it! I'm pretty sure this shield is building on top of the current shield. Like, it started halfway. So I think the additional Awakened Bulwark, yeah, is starting from Shield Warden's shield point. 100% is. So, like, you get a free 50% from Shield Warden or whatever it is, and then Awakened Bulwark builds on top of it. That was a really good question. Cool interaction. But you get it as if that shield already exists. So it's on top of any existing shield. So then the question is, like, with Werebeast, I wonder if the shield would go away. Maybe that's a bug they just fixed. Right. Let's try that. So that's interesting. So good question. Who asked that question? That was a very good question. Grilled cheese? Grilled cheese and tomato soup? Sounds pretty good to me. Let's see. Who asked about it? Sorry, I'm not finding the... Paula 148. Thank you for asking the question. Appreciate it. So it looks like Awakened Bulwark's shield stacks on top of the existing shield for Shield Warden. So that's a really cool interaction. And then let's try Werebeast. See if the same kind of concept applies. The issue here would be like Werebeast's shield goes away. So I wonder if you would lose the Awakened Bulwark shield too, would be the equivalent. Yes, it would 100% be wasted on heroes with 100 shield. But I think that's only Astral Mage, right? I don't think any other heroes get that much shielding. Armor Dome. I think Werebeast can just plow through this like easy peasy. I'm telling you guys, Werebeast is the best hero in Nightmare mode. I just did that best hero tier ranking thing. So the one that we talked about there that Mosin went and tested right afterwards is Warlock. And I had heard rumblings that Warlock was strong from like people basically like DMing me that like they cleared hard mode arena with Warlock. And so I mentioned that on stream, and then Mosin went and tested it, and apparently he thinks Warlock is actually one of the top 5 heroes in the game. So he would put it right after Dark Mage. So I think his order was something like Werebeast, Warlord, Dark Mage, Warlock, Santa, something along those lines. Like that's how good he said Warlock was. 5-star forged up. So I had heard rumblings that Warlock was good, and apparently it's very, very good. So there is the Shadow Syndicate Mega Wheel coming up. So I kind of want. So the question becomes for me then is like, do I take Necromancer or Warlock? Right. Like I've been complaining about Necromancer for months, but if like Warlock is that good, I already have like 8,000 Warlock tokens from her thing being in the arena all the time, that I almost feel like I should take Warlock instead of Necromancer. Would that be like sacrilege? If those are the options, do I get both? All right. So let's see if I can start building up this shield. And then if it stays after it goes away, I think it did. I think I still see it there, right? Yeah, I'm still blue. I wonder though, right, which shield takes priority? So like we can try and track it here. You can see that like it has, you know, a quarter of my health right now. I'm wondering like when I take damage there, my thought is when I take damage, does it eat it out of my Warlock, out of my Werebeast shield, or does it eat it out of my Bulwark shield? So next time okay, it looks like it stays constant post Werebeast shield. But now Werebeast shield, I think, doesn't stack on it. This is a weird interaction. So Werebeast, yeah, okay. So Werebeast skill has his shield come up, but it's not stacking. So like his shield comes up right now, and if I take damage, it's eating his shield and the Bulwark shield. Okay, so Bulwark does not interact well with Werebeast. It doesn't synergize like the way it was with Shield Warden. In this instance, like they are two separate mechanisms, but the Werebeast shield isn't pushing out the Bulwark shield, it's like overriding it. And then if you drop below where your Bulwark shield was, you lose the shield. So this is definitely not synergizing. That's cool. The other option would be like Astral Mage. Astral Mage, I imagine, would be more like Shield Warden, where they synergize better. But that's a cool learning. That was a good question. Would there be any other strange interactions? I don't think so. Obviously, so the way effective health works in video games, it's a combination of your health and your armor, and I guess in this case evasion to a certain extent, but more so armor. The more health you have, the more valuable armor is, and the more armor you have, the more valuable health is. So getting them in parallel helps a lot, and you can basically think of the shield as like 1% healing. So like it'll make armor more valuable too. So anyone that had armor built in is more valuable. Tuna melt with sour cream and onion chips and a cream soda. So tuna, I can eat tuna melts, but they're not my favorite. Sour cream and onion chips are one of my favorite, and cream soda is delicious. So I like the second half of that lunch option. There's a really good sandwich place here in St. Louis that makes this roasted beet sandwich, which sounds really weird. I thought I was buying roast beef the first time I got it, but it was roasted beet with egg and cheese, and it's Union Loafers, and they have make the best bread. And so it ended up being like this like delicious concoction of food on just absolutely fantastic sourdough bread. Uh, it's phenomenal. So anytime you come to St. Louis, check out Union Loafers. If you want pizza, my recommendation here is Pizza Head. It's got like really good New York style pizza. There's St. Louis style pizza, which is an abomination. It's cracker pizza with like gross cheese and like fake tomato. Oh, so it's got Pavel cheese, which I'm telling you is the worst thing ever made. Like I can't emphasize enough that this tastes like vomit. I took one bite of this pizza and I threw it away. So our real estate agent gave us a really passionate about pizza. Gave us a gift certificate to go to Emo's, which is like the famous St. Louis place. And I lost the gift certificate along the way. So I went there and I was like, I have to use my real money. I came home. I took one bite of this pizza and I wouldn't let my kids taste it. Like it was that bad that I don't want to even let them potentially like it. That's how bad the pizza is. Now, people here that grew up here love it, but like my kids, even though they're growing up here, are not allowed to like that pizza. So, and they somehow, after like 5 years of birthday parties, haven't even tasted it yet. So I'm winning on that front. But yeah, there's St. Louis style pizza. I highly don't recommend it. Detroit style pizza, though, I think is worth trying. And Chicago, which again is like probably not pizza, but it's delicious. Okay, so talk enough about beets and pizza. Is there anything else with hero wise that we could look at? So one that I've been wanting to test is just this. So Leprechaun, as we were just looking at Dragon's Tower, just does like a butt ton of damage baseline, but he's got a shield based up here. 30% max health when picking up coins instead of shooting clovers. Okay, the issue is, again, with this, is you're going to have to evolve his weapon. It evolves off a cooldown tome, which is really bad for Dragon's Tower. Okay, so this is like really hard to access. But if you can access it, I imagine it's pretty strong. Let's look at this real quick. Look at this interaction. I'm pretty sure that this is going to work the same way as Shield Warden. So I think it'll stack. Let me see if I can run this at 2-speed. There really should be achievements in this game. It would be fun to like have some. What other achievements would it be? It would be like, right, just clearing out the game and stuff. But there's probably some other fun achievements they could make. As I said, I need a cooldown tome. This is not an optimal build, just for reference. But Leprechaun does so much base damage. The Rainbow Staff has downtime, but when it's up, it just unleashes like a torrent of damage. It's awesome. I need cooldown tome. Yeah, I'm definitely like, I know Ozempic is, did I just skip cooldown tone there? Ozempic is great in theory. Nice. Because it not only like makes you not hungry, but it also like stops you thinking about food. Let's see what these clovers look like. And I have this like issue where like at 10 o'clock every day, I just start thinking about lunch. Like, I love sandwiches so much. I love like just food generally. Is this shield building? All right. Every time I collect coins, it builds a shield. Let me kite. Did that do anything? Oh yeah, I'm blue. There's a shield. That is not a strong shield at the moment. It only comes from coins though, and I can't like easily turn things into coins now. So I don't think this is worth all the investment it would take. You have to get cooldown tome in the middle of this run. You have to get his weapon evolved, and then you're really not getting a shield here. So probably, I don't think this would be a worthwhile investment really ever. Because you're also going to get hard to get Leprechaun up to like up the higher star levels. So, okay, good to test this. I would not recommend Leprechaun's Forge, at least for like, I thought this shield thing could be interesting, but since it happens on evolution, it's just unrealistically to like ever be useful. But I mean, it's like it's building, but not well. So, all right. So Sergio, I would 100% buy Bulwark first. That's what I bought personally, and then I'm actually not even getting Minotaur. I got Bunny shards, and now I'm buying Bulwark tokens. So I'm just going to skip Minotaur. Maybe eventually I grab them, but the only real benefit is his 3-star Global Forge, and it's only like 1.025 times the damage, I think. You're never really going to use him, was my experience playtesting. Yes, it does burn on base without Evo for Bulwark. Confirmed. Yeah, I kind of hope Energy Mage gets a forge now that I just put a whole bunch of resources into the dude in order to help me clear Dragon's Tower. But we'll see. Let's see. What do I want to check here real quick? Bulwark. Oh, Leprechaun. Okay, so what was that doing? So I would, based on this, I would definitely not invest in Leprechaun's Forge. You can go to 3 if you want the additional coin bonus. But I would not go past that. Instead of shooting clovers, the Leprechaun gains a shield for 2% max HP up to 30% when picking up coins. Yeah, so just not worth it. I would, if you're going to go this way, just for more damage. And it evolves off a cooldown tone, which is not ideal. So, but great, just like as he is. I like Leprechaun a lot. Also great for coin farming, obviously. But even on his base, like he just does a whole bunch of damage. So like I used him in Dragon's Tower this week. He's a good hero, but not worth the investment. All right, guys. I think that's it. So Bulwark overall, what we learned today. What's in summary? In summary, Bulwark is good early when you grab it. So as soon as you get it, you can put it in your lineup. As you forge it up, the shield is nice, but not fantastic. So keep that in mind. And it requires you evolving it. So I would still put something like Scrap Hammer as higher priority in Dragon's Tower. That shield was generating, but it was slow. It has a good interaction with Shield Warden. It has an anti-synergy with Werebeast. So I would not, it doesn't pair well with Werebeast. But it is really, really strong in Boss Brawl. So I would like to eventually see the which one does more damage, Borer or Bulwark at 5-star Forge in Boss Brawl, but it'd be close. And the benefit here is that it adds burning, so you wouldn't have to find burning elsewhere in your kit, and that burning does work on the base, so that is confirmed. Although it's not super reliable because each one shoots one at a time, and stuff ends up dying when it gets hit. Begin with that burning is not like a great source of burning, but it is there for something like Boss Brawl. So something to keep in mind. Really good 3-star Forge. And overall, just a very strong weapon. So this would be my first take in comparing this to Minotaur. Is 100% my first take in Dragon's Tower. Can I even access Dragon's Tower? Oh, I can. Someone wanted me to try out the Easter Guardian. I'll give him a whirl. Where is this egg monstrosity? Me and the Easter Guardian do not get along. I think he's the ugliest hero in the game. We also learned today that you don't get St. Louis pizza. Okay, guys? If nothing else, please take that away. We do not get St. Louis pizza in the Coles household. Let's see. It's not exactly what I want here, but Dragon's Tower would be that, this, that. You think it's going to get nerfed? Think positive, buddy. I mean, I think the state of the game is pretty good. Whoa! What is going on? What is that? What just happened? Was that his ultimate? What is the artwork on this little chicken man? What is he doing here? You can't... The problem with this is the same thing with Echo. Is you can't trust the ultimate, though. What is he... Okay, so it's when he's leveling up? What do I do? It's when he... What is he... What is that? Why is he... What is it? Why is he ultimating? What is this nest? Yeah, so the problem with him is just like you can't trust where the ultimate is going to drop you off. So the same thing with Echo. Do I have to collect stuff on the ground? Oh, that's what I got to do. Okay, once you collect things... Got it. So once you collect them, he goes nuts, but then kills himself in the process. Yeah. I mean, that's fun. Like, that was cool to see the animation the first time, but I would never touch this hero again. It's like the loss of agency. I can't do anything. Part of the fun of the game is doing things. What does this nest do? Is he going to lay an egg? Like, lay an egg that gives... Ooh, I have... What? Evasion in this thing? What did he just turn into? What? What is he? He's a masked bird? I mean, he's awful, but like, what happened there at the end? What? Some might say he's a lava chicken. A spicy lava chicken? Let's see. Heroes. What was he doing? I've honestly never looked at this hero because I was never going to get him. So every 10 seconds dash through your enemies. Okay, that was the awful blinking thing. Every 40 seconds, a nest appears spawn. When entering the nest, the hero receives 10% damage reduction. The nest stays... Okay, so you get damage reduction in the nest. The ultimate does not typically charge. When collecting 30 crumbs, receive a random powerful blessing for the rest of the wave. Oh. Well, that's actually pretty cool. The ultimate does not typically charge. Okay, so you have to collect those crumbs, kind of like you collect the wrenches for Sentry Specialist. But every 5 crumbs? I mean, this dash is awful. I don't know why they do this, but this dash is the worst thing ever made. That damage reduction doesn't matter. So it's like, what does he turn into? Is he like the mass bandit over here? Do I have Ranger? I must have Ranger thing going. What evolves his weapon? I mean, I guess it's like damage to him or something. Oh man, I should have disabled, I should have taken off wizard boots. Like, this is objectively cool, I guess, but like the loss of agency is so bad. Like you can't do anything when it's moving around. I want to see how this guy powers up though. Power up, bro. Turn into super chicken. Okay, so what's that counter in the top left? The counter in the top left must be like how many crumbs he needs. Whoa. Now he's like a rooster. He went from chicken into rooster mode. The rest of the wave. Okay, so this is gonna like go away when the wave ends. I wonder if he's any good in boss brawl. I can't test him in boss brawl. It won't let me. What is dynamite? I can't click on it. Does it only charge once? Okay, once his ultimate is charged, it only charges once, though. It's cool. I mean, I don't like the art, and I don't like the loss of agency, but, like, the once powered up become, like, super rooster. That's a cool concept. I get behind this. Alright. Yeah, I'm not gonna endorse this Eggman, but this is, like, at least fun if you got lucky enough to get him. Alright, the event that's going on right now, just some thoughts on that real quick. Dice events suck. I've gotten, like, tremendously unlucky. The variance is just huge. My opinion, the best get here is Warlord, if you don't have him. After that would be Werebeast, Shield Warren, and then Hoplite. Hoplite does have a 1.1 times damage multiple for his 3-star Forge. If I had not been just incredibly unlucky up to this point, I may have considered grabbing that, but I'm not going to. Other than that, the big things to buy here, the Vulnerability Jewel is nice. The shards are nice, and the Forge tokens are great. So my general rule of thumb is Forge tokens, shards, then jewels. But you could apply it however you need to in your own instance, and then energy is also good. But this is a really nice. This is actually, for getting resources is not bad. I'm going to end up netting out to like 1,000. Sorry, like 100 to 150 Warlord tokens if I get, depending how much lucky I get the last 2 days. And that's actually not bad. Like 100, at least I'll get at least 100 Warlord shards. 100 Warlord shards is great because I'm like 1.5 stars away, so that'll get me really close to finishing up my 5-star Warlord. So I'm not a fan of Dice Dash because like the variance is too high to invest gems, but you do get. I did the math on this a couple times. You do get a substantial amount of resources as a result. So like even if you don't get the hero, you'll get enough from the event to make it worth like putting in all the runs. So something to keep in mind there. Yeah, I think that's it. Let's see, does anybody else have any questions that I missed? Moraturia. More, I gotta figure out how to say your name. I'm so bad at English, I can barely speak Latin. But I hope they don't don't nerf Bulwark. That would be sad. Yeah, this is a really good event to help you buff up your favorite heroes if you have them already. And like that's actually not an awful idea. If you're getting relatively lucky, this is one of the few times in the game you can turn gems into weapons. I wonder if would this be like worth doing? Oh, I can't. It's a cheating account. I can't actually do the event. But you can turn gems into Forge tokens and into hero shards here, which like isn't awful. I mean, it's like not a good conversion rate, but like if you really needed to and you have like a shit ton of gems, could be worth it. I've been talking to guys. People have been pinging me saying like, "Hey, I want to spend like $300 to $400 a month. How do I optimally spend $300 or $400 a month?" And that's hard to do. Like I think at that point you're inefficiently spending at least a couple $100 each month. But if like you want to spend that much, this is an instance where like you could go to the shop, right, and turn money into shards at maybe a better clip. What is it? So let's say it's 700. Yeah, probably not. Okay, you can't do that. Never mind. Don't listen to me. I was thinking maybe you could turn exchange tokens into hero shards at better than $15 per 50, but it doesn't look like you can. So don't do that. But yeah, it's hard to efficiently spend $300 a month. You can efficiently spend like 100, 150 though. Yeah. Warlord, I think, is done nerfing. I think they have the game in a pretty good spot, right? It's still at its core a single player game. So the fact that like some heroes are stronger than others just makes it fun. Like there's no real reason to do that much balancing. It's not a multiplayer game. The one big game that came out is Megabonk, which is like a mashup of Rain. What is it? City of Rain, Reign of Rain, whatever, and Vampire Survivor. So it's basically like a 3D version of Heroes versus Hordes. I'm hoping that they can learn something from the success of that game and bring it in here. The one thing that I've noticed is just like an unlimited mode. So like it has Reign of Rain. What was the name of that game? But it has unlimited mode, so you could just play one level for like 30 minutes, and people seem to be like into that, where it gets progressively harder and you get some bonuses for how long you live. So that might be an interesting new game mode that could come from it. And the 3D aspect has like jumping. So I don't know if like that's it, but like jumping is really big in that game. But if you like Heroes vs. Hordes, Megabonk might be something to go check out too. It seems like a lot of fun. I haven't played it yet. I don't have a PC, so I couldn't play it. But the videos I've watched look like pretty good. And then hopefully they can learn something from it because like it's a game modeled off of the concepts of Heroes vs. Hordes. So keep the game more interesting. They are spending a ton of time investing into the guild event, which hopefully comes out in the next month. So hopefully that investment pays off. All right, guys, that's about it. Thanks for watching my end of the Bulwark run. I'm going to have that up, an edited version of that up on YouTube at some point. And you can see my awful mistakes I made with Werebeast and how I basically mentally gave up, but then somehow figured out how to go through. So appreciate you staying for the end. Please like and subscribe if you like the content. You can sign up for Patreon and become an executive producer. The executive producers of this video are, where do I start? Cake Invictus, Riverwind, TheWuba, Krabs, Charlos, Jason, Lady Ikaika, Paradox, Clinton, Cemar, Bunni, Sumamormy, he's new. Sorry if I said your name wrong. Arc, TallaNasty, pretty sure that's it. It should be about like, up to like 10 or 12 executive producers, so I appreciate all you guys a lot. I said a Paradox this time. I didn't say it last time, but make sure to double say it this time. And I learned how to say Cemar right. There's a couple older videos where I said his name wrong, even as like an executive producer. It happens. Yeah. I would never recommend. I don't recommend spending $300 a month here, but I've had a couple people actually ask me how to do it, so I've been trying to give them advice. And it's hard to spend it efficiently after about 150. Yeah. So thanks a lot, guys. I have another job interview tomorrow. Hopefully that one goes better than the first one. And I can keep doing these videos on the side. All right. So I'm Coles, high level HVH player. And remember, always do your adventures. Have a nice day, guys. See you next week, same time.